Hello there. This
Hello.
is Bill.
Did I did I just interrupt your introduction?
Slightly, but that's okay.
Uh, okay, I'll just do it. Go ahead.
Alright. Hello there. This is Bill.
Hello.
And I'm Isix.
Hello, Isix. How's it going, pal?
I'm going pretty well. We're here today because you had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
A glorious idea.
Let's hope so.
Yes. One that might mean we don't have to worry so much about cows.
Yes.
Yes.
More specifically, cow noise.
Oh, yes. Holy crap, I forgot something.
Hmm?
Oh no, I think I left the cow breeding system up in a weird state.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh my god. It's a little too many cows.
Oh god.
Quick, let's kill some of these.
Okay.
So we can at least get to the levers. I think that's now activated. So long story short, I was derping around with some sort of, I guess, vanilla-ish type ideas and killed a bunch of cows, and then it was like, oops, I should not have done that. Alright, so hopefully the babies will be extracted properly, but while we're here, let's get some hats.
Alright. Did these sheep get out of the pens?
It would seem so.
Well, that's no good.
Nope.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be out here.
I'll go get the safari nets.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, you got one?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
Go ahead and grab this guy, too.
Well, for my viewers, I haven't had a chance to show this. I took some time the other day and made a couple of little sheep pens down here. Might need to work on securing it a little bit better because apparently they're escaping. But it's just basically it's the wool setup that I had in Agrarian Skies. It's just a rancher set up with a chest output back here. And just continuously over time, it's going to start pulling wool off of these guys as they eat the grass. And I have tons of grass around the edges, so it shouldn't ever run out.
Yes.
And, yeah. I also made jetpacks. Resonant jetpacks.
Thank you very much.
Oh, of course.
This...
I kept, floating around with the one that you gave me and then, lost it. And then made another one, but made a hardened one. It's the second tier. And it was still just like, I have to recharge this thing every 5 minutes. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take one for the team, and I'm going to go through the crafting process of
all
3 resonant jetpacks.
Yes. I was thinking about doing a stream where I basically just did that, and, well, you beat me to it, so thank you.
Yeah, it basically took me all night. There are a lot of steps. All of the materials had to come through, and there are a lot of new materials I've noticed.
Yes.
There's, let's see. Can I see it? There we go.
Yeah.
There's the Enderium, of course, which is, same old, same old. Except I think they changed the recipe a little bit. Maybe they didn't.
So
Maybe
you
I
have
just
to have
don't remember what it is.
You have to have the reinforced jetpack for the the previous tier jetpack going down.
Right, and you also have to make the resonant flux capacitor, which requires the redstone, hardened, and then leadstone. So you have to continuously make different versions of flux capacitors, which are also required in the jetpacks, that are required within the recipe. And then there are tons of engines that are required inside of the thrusters, and weird materials I've never heard of, like lumium. I don't know what that is.
Neither do I.
Signalum? I had to figure that stuff out. It was pretty tough, but I ended up getting it pretty solidly, thanks to eShadow's Quarry. We have tons and tons of resources to throw away.
Infinity +1 items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's get away from these annoying cows.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of obnoxious, isn't it?
I actually have my friendly sounds turned down pretty far.
Oh, I should do that. I should
Yeah,
so
I
do
think
that.
I have them down at 10%. I actually don't hear them at all. They might actually come up in my recording better than they come up in my headphones.
All right, that's going to be so much nicer.
Yeah. I also had neutral mobs set on my mini map. Kept wondering why it looked so cluttered.
Just a veritable party of cows over there.
Hmm.
So this idea.
Yes.
So yes. So basically, to make it so we don't have to have all those cows down there, we could still
Hmm.
have cows, but not necessarily that many.
Right.
Well,
So basically, it's kind of a common idea. I don't know if it's really used a lot anymore, but I certainly used it in Agrarian Skies. It's a means of turning the essence berry bushes from, is it Tinker's Construct?
yep.
Turning them from experience into mob essence. And it's
Yes.
sort of a roundabout system, but it is basically free, unlimited mob essence.
Which is kind of useful.
And I noticed that you guys have quite a few essence berry bushes upstairs.
Yes, we
Is that
do.
correct?
Yes, we do. I guess the general gist of it is that you have a harvester take the berries off the bushes, and then you put the berries into a autonomous activator, correct?
That's correct.
And then we have like what you call it, a sewer underneath to collect the XP orbs.
That's right. The autonomous activator, when you set it to click mode, will do exactly that. It acts exactly as a player right-clicking an item. So when it has the essence berries in it, it'll right-click them, which causes it to expel XP orbs into the sewer, which automatically turns them into mob essence.
Yes, it's
So,
glorious.
Fully automated, functional system. The best part is the autonomous activator. It's a little bit expensive, but when you have infinite resources, it's like nothing. And
Exactly.
it runs endlessly with no power. So it's great. I'm pretty sure the sewer doesn't use any power either. It just operates automatically.
Yeah,
So the only power really being drained is from the harvester, which is like nothing.
exactly. Yeah, so I guess the first question is then where are we going to put it?
Oh. That's a good question.
Should we want it above ground, below ground?
Well, it's going to have to be pretty well enclosed. I think that like one of the problems that I kept running into is, and it may not really be of significance in this, but when I was playing in Agrarian Skies, I had it relatively close to where I did most of my work, and the XP orbs more often than not ended up flying out of the collection area and trying to get to me.
Yes.
So trying to enclose them in a box where the only place they can go is, the space they're activated into would probably be a good thing.
True.
But other than that, it doesn't really matter where it goes. Could be underground, above ground, but it's just got to be, one part of it enclosed anyway.
All right. Well, how about one of us should probably go scout out a good position then. Should be probably
Okay.
close to the mob tower, and the other one of us can start building machines.
Which job do you want?
Well, I got a magic spell that lets me dig,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go ahead and take a nap real quick.
Ooh. Oh yeah, and you guys have that. There's the mod. That, yeah. It only needs 50% people typing.
Yep.
Cool. Hey, E-Shadow hasn't gotten his jetpack yet.
Yeah, he's been lazy, AK, at work.
Fool.
Whee!
All right, so first things first, we need a harvester. Let's see if my NEI will just catch up, please. Thank you very much. Okay, Invar axe, plastic sheets, gold gears. Yeah, this should be pretty easy.
Without hearing this cows here, this area is actually not so bad.
Yeah.
I think burying it underneath the hill next to the tower might be a good idea. Yeah, the pipe's right here anyway, so. But how you been?
Not too bad. The one resource that wasn't readily available, sticks.
Yeah, I keep using so many sticks. You know? I really need to get a recipe for that set up.
Yeah. So I'm not super familiar with the way that Applied Energistics 2 works. I know it really well from the 1.6 version, but I don't know it at all from 1.7. Is the auto crafting different?
Yes, it is. You now have to sort of do it on I guess, a weird scale.
Mm-hmm.
So you before you had the big cube, right?
Right.
Now you have sort of a small cube, then you hook up a bunch of cables to it, and that has a certain amount of crafting ability that is sort of as far as pattern storage goes. Then you also have separate CPUs, which you can place anywhere in your network.
Mm.
Which, as far as the
Weird.
CPU considerations are concerned, that's it's not so bad. But
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I feel like I'm a Dragon Ball Z character over here. Kamehameha! Oh, I'm out of mana.
Oh. I went ahead and used a bunch of your fancy resources to make tools for myself. I still need to get into the Nether and start replacing that stuff. But
Yeah, no worries. Do note we now have a way to multiply cobalt and ardite.
ooh,
Yes.
very fancy.
Using the factorization system.
Mm-hmm. So you have that set up and running?
For the most part. Not all ores are good with it,
Mm-hmm.
but enough of our common ones are that, we'll be in good shape.
I also want to point out to any of my viewers that may not be familiar with the 1.7 version of Simply Jetpacks, but is it just me, or are these things way, way faster than they used to be?
They certainly feel it, actually. It's like...
The other day when I was playing around in Agrarian Skies, spoiler alert, I've been working on that again a little bit. I was messing around with the jetpack, and I think I just had my jetpack. Oh, it was when I was recording my intro for joining you guys here.
Yep.
I was messing around and had just the jetpack on for my depth-defying descent into the void, and flying without the traveler's boots from Thumbcraft. Because that actually affected your jetpack flight, which was pretty cool. But traveling without it was pretty difficult. Very, very slow, even though it was like a super advanced version.
It's like I'm slowly, very slowly floating through the air.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably actually just me being spoiled by the fact that I spent so long with such ridiculously fast flight. But this is pretty comparable, actually. I'm just sort of digging wildly. I'm not really sure what shape you're going for here.
Well, the cables and such are pretty close over here, so
Mm-hmm.
you should probably have the harvester on sort of this end of this area.
Okay.
And then we could...
And this is your mod essence line, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's all right here.
Cool. Let me actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to go grab some fluid pipes.
Buildcraft and its fluid pipes.
Mm-hmm.
It's both... It's like... I don't know what you call it. Sort of outdated, but also kind of quaint.
Yeah. I always kind of missed them a little bit. Buildcraft was a much bigger deal in earlier modding sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of fell by the wayside because of, what was his name? Space Toad, the original developer. Just had other stuff to do.
Yeah, kind of
Real life stuff.
Kind of had to abandon the whole project, really, if I recall.
Oof, my frame rates are not doing too great today.
Blame the cows!
I blame all of the cows. It's okay.
Now, one thing is that with the Mine Factory Reloaded, we can sort of start out with a small setup, but use the upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't necessarily have to clear out the entire room here.
Right. Yeah, I don't exactly remember what the default range of the harvester is. It's probably just the 3x3, isn't it?
3x3 or 5x5 is sort of the standard for the Mine Factory Reloaded stuff.
right? I know the rancher is 5x5, but that one can't be upgraded. So I think the harvester is 3x3 because it can be.
I forgot that the rancher was the 5x5 and, well, all the other mob-based ones. So when I was using the chronotyper to set up the new pins down there, it's sort of like, why am I sucking adult cows out of this one pin? It shouldn't be any... Oh, it's not a 3x3, it's a 5x5. Okay.
Again, now that I think of it, I should probably make an upgrade for this harvester, huh?
Yeah. Well, we should have plenty of platinum, so that's probably the easiest one to...
You'll have to excuse me. I always make hup noises whenever I jump.
No worries. I sometimes go boing.
I usually try to suppress it when I'm playing with you guys just because I don't want to make too many of my normal, like, fill dead air mannerisms. You know, since you guys are usually talking if I'm not. Let's upgrade.
No worries. If we need to have more awkward silence, we certainly can.
Hmm.
Where did I get this stone? I got some stone. I don't know why.
Oh, smooth.
Yep.
Yeah, probably from me. I put silk touch on my picks.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That might explain it.
I always do that just because whenever I'm like out caving or mining or anything, which I won't really have to do on this, but it's just kind of easier for inventory management to have the actual ores.
Yes.
For anything that like drops lots of stuff, then we can run it through multiplication things.
Exactly. Yeah, besides, having 10,000 pieces of redstone on you is not necessarily useful.
Mm-hmm.
At least as far as collection goes.
Oop. I got the platinum upgrade, so the radius 10.
Excellent. Just gonna clear my inventory a little bit here.
I guess we can also collect up some of the essence bushes, huh?
True.
Are they all outside, or do you have them stored away somewhere?
There's some inside as well. Make sure to grab the essence off them beforehand, because it'll be useful to test this to make sure it's working. Otherwise, it'll take a while for them to all grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Of course, it's useful not to eat them up right away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's 6 bushes to start.
Get a little more over here.
Yeah, wow, I'm not sure why my frames are so bad right now.
Well, I sometimes get that randomly, and there's not a good reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm perfectly fine myself right now. But I guess I could maybe...
I normally am hovering around 30. I mean, sometimes I dip down depending on what I'm looking at or like how active I'm moving around. But right now I'm at 12.
Weird. Well, I guess I'm at like 16 right now, so at least I can maybe see that. Probably. Yeah. Or 18, 17. So it's not great on my end either.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not really sputtery anyway, so...
Yeah, it's sort of just on the good side of laggy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find often that it, comes across a little bit better. A bad frame rate comes off better in recording than it does in your own experience anyway.
Yeah, true.
Obviously there's diminishing return to that. If I had like 5 FPS or something, it would be pretty obvious that I had 5 FPS.
Like
Yeah.
All right, so where are we going to put the harvester exactly?
Well, let's see. Just for neatness sake, we can put it in line with the tubes here. Maybe there.
Okay.
Actually, well, do you want to leave any space back here open for like a hallway or anything, or do you just want to dedicate this whole room to be the Essence-berry stuff?
Having a hallway should be fine.
Okay.
So,
yeah, we could put, say, the harvester there, the autonomous activator, well, I don't have a wrench.
Here you go.
Ooh. Danke. Ow.
Oops, sorry. Sorry.
Ow.
Started putting these down. I didn't realize you're going to be standing right there.
And then... Where did my... Oh. Weird inventory disappearance bug. There. That should do it. And then we can just take a line straight back.
Uh-oh, it's the wrong
Oop.
wrong sort of pipe.
Shoot.
I'll go get the other type. Away with me!
Got weird messages popping up on my screen.
Did you read the cursed book too?
Hmm?
Did you read a cursed book?
No, I didn't. It
Okay.
was actually just my antivirus telling me that I should buy a new version of my antivirus. You know how they do.
Yes. While I'm up here, I'm going to go ahead and take a nap. I know, you're doing all this work and I'm sleeping on the job. But, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect much less. It's okay.
It's actually very useful for the factorization devices because they are solar powered. Alrighty. So we got this, we got that, and that. Hooray!
Very cool.
And they grow up so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And basically, if we just kind of box this in a bit,
should keep the orbs inside without much problem.
yeah. Now, I don't know if it's going to matter that the corners aren't full,
Instant grass.
but I guess, yeah, that was kind of weird. We can just test and see.
Alright, well, I got some berries here.
Oh, we got to bring power in too.
Yeah, well, we can do that next.
Mm-hmm.
So, right click, correct?
Yep.
It's not really doing anything here. I'm screwing something up.
Oh,
Is it
sneaking?
Is it?
There we go. It has to be on sneaking mode.
Right.
Okay, so it is coming out.
Ouch. Is this pointing in the right direction? Because I was
Yes.
getting XP orbs out.
Oh, wait. No. It was right the first time. My bad. Switch this guy around, and then we want to set the configuration
Ouch.
in the back to be an input. Okay. In fact, let me break this pipe for now,
Just to be sure.
just to see that it's actually, yeah.
Yep, lots of essence. Ooh, nice.
Perfect.
So much essence.
I'll put that pipe back in. Yeah, you can see how well this is going to work.
Ooh. Ooh.
And put some more in. We'll see if any is coming out. Okay, if you stand right up on it, it'll skip through the blocks.
Yeah,
But as long as you stay at bay a little bit,
You'll be in good shape.
yeah.
Ooh,
So
already.
we could completely close this in and it should be fine.
Or we just not come over here.
That's true.
It's not really a good
Yeah, I
reason to
mean-
anyway, so.
Yeah, and it won't hurt to, snatch up a few pieces of experience every now and then.
Yeah.
Might even actually be a kind of a good farm. Just come over here and stand.
It's like, well, I need things to run in the other thing, and, well, I'm cooking dinner, so I'll just AFK here.
Yeah, AFK, level up.
Yeah. Not that I...
So is this all the essence berry bushes you guys have right now?
the ones I know of, unless there's some in the ME system.
Okay. Well, that's, it's definitely a good start. I think in my Agrarian Skies series, I probably didn't have many more than that. Ultimately, I think I'd mentioned this before, I realized that I didn't need it because you can just kind of infinitely generate mob essence.
Yes.
But, yeah, it should be a pretty good supply.
Raspberry, aluminum, gold, copper, tin. No more essence, it looks like.
Okay.
Alas.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. I can go out hunting for him at some point.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to see the factorization stuff?
Oh, yes. It's been quite a
Oh,
while since I've seen anything from factorization, so...
I have to do the other thing that I was going to get. Just gotta get conduit for the harvester.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Oh, and I still have the upgrade as well. That would be beneficial.
Correct. Yes, some harvesting is good, but more harvesting is better.
Yes, indeed.
Alright. Nearest cable is... I fell down.
That was actually really funny. Right as I was coming around the corner there, I just saw you fall into a pit and then rocket out of another hole. Okay. Platinum upgrade.
Go ahead and sneak it around the pipe this way. Oops, lag spike.
Oop.
Think I'm good, though. Don't worry, we'll eventually have Tesseracts connecting everything. It'll be craziness.
I personally love crazy cables. I've said that many times in various series that I've done, with modded stuff. I just really love having really stupid-looking, junky cables. It makes me feel like, I don't know, like a goblin engineer or something living in a basement.
Yes.
Just
tinkering.
sticking wires where they don't belong.
It's like, well, we could run some more cable over here and you connect that device to that one, and we route this the other way, and reverse the polarity on the neutron flow, and there you go.
Mm-hmm. Do you want your wrench back?
I'm sure. Though really, we should all have wrenches at the end of the day.
Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day and just completely forgot because I was messing around with some thermal expansion machines trying to make all those weird ores for the jetpacks, or the weird ingots. I actually left a couple of things up here I forgot to clean up. The magma crucible and the fluid transposer just to make
Nice.
all sorts of different stuff. But yeah.
And we should figure out a good organization for all these devices here.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are
Yeah.
fairly straightforward. Having the oxygen collector and compressor right next to each other. It's already good. But induction smelter. Where do we put that for optimal efficiency of all the things?
Yeah, I've never really been sure how to arrange things properly. I mean, there's always the obvious stuff.
Yeah.
Pulverizer, furnace.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Which we don't really have that intelligently set up upstairs, but oh well. So come on over here.
Oh.
This is where
Oh, yes, you said you'd been doing some more factorization stuff over here, right?
Speaking of weird pipes going everywhere.
Ooh.
Yes.
Very fancy. Please excuse the very, very slowly leaving truck in my background. If you can hear that. He's really taking his time to go down the road.
A sort of roar sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want me to do the 5-minute tour?
Yes, please.
All right. So, you put your ores in here.
Mm-hmm.
They go into this barrel. They then get... I'm going to go ahead and open this up for the moment. Chopped, ground up with the diamond cutting head down there. And deposited in a barrel down below. And then sucked out into the pipes. And then distributed amongst these cyclic assemblers. Because that was the most straightforward way I could figure out to do it. Where the ores are all individually washed by their type. And then once they're washed, they're piped out here and into this chest before being put through the slag furnace, which is heated with this furnace heater over here, but it's very slow because the heater's also working on this over here. And the output of that is put into the chest down here. So you get lots of good multiplication depending on what your ore is. And if you want...
And it would seem that most of that ore is uranium.
Yep. I've been working on our power supply system. Might as well get some more fuel for it.
Yeah.
And we can get one more level of multiplication by putting it in the crystallizer here. But crystallizer kind of a power hog, so it's kind of... I should probably set it up somewhere else, maybe. And put it, make this a dedicated not crystallizer, heater for the slag furnace, because you can actually burn stuff without fuel in that, so it's just kind of nice.
Yeah, I've always thought that was pretty interesting, the idea of the heater blocks to power adjacent furnaces and stuff was pretty cool.
Now there's something similar in Flaxbeard's Steamworks, but I've had some issues getting that to be compatible with our other systems. So,
Gotcha.
long story short, there was pipes that exploded.
Ooh.
I should have been recording. Oh well.
Yeah, I've often thought maybe I should just record at all times, but ooh, I don't have the hard drive space for that.
Yes. Well, that's where. I guess one of the I guess benefits of doing streaming stuff is if something really
Hmm.
interesting happens, you can sort of save the footage and cut it up
Right.
later.
Cut
So
out a highlight and something.
exactly. But I haven't done that yet, but I should.
Yeah. I haven't even started any streaming at all. I've been, I don't know, nervous maybe, or just indecisive about what to even do.
Well, I guess both the good and the bad thing is that when you first start out, no one's gonna be watching your channel.
Right.
So that's why you invite some friends in, and then you just talk with them, and then it's just like
Hmm.
hang out with friends.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So sort of it's a nice soft landing, as it were.
Hmm. Yeah, I kept thinking, during like menial tasks periods, making jetpacks or building something, who knows what, just
Like this stuff.
streaming that. Yeah.
That's exactly what I did actually. So I was like, why isn't this working? Chat. There's two people here. Any
Hmm.
ideas? They had no ideas, but
Yeah. Yeah, maybe someday you'll get lucky and somebody who knows what they're doing will also be idling in your stream.
yes. Actually, they did give me a couple good ideas. But anyway,
Mm, good.
because Jar, you're awesome. Anyway, so I think we're probably up on the time limit here.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to keep going.
Well, it's up to you.
Well, I don't have anything else to do today right now, so
Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know. We could run around and be crazy people, or
That's true.
we
Oh,
could.
we could go get my stuff.
Oh yeah,
I still haven't done that from when I died.
ready for adventure then?
I think it's adventure round 2.
Dun 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 dun.